Hey Minecraft fans, it's Collins and we're back. And I do have to apologize for the previous episode. I was having some video editing issues, but we did build the house and there should be some video of the house. Not a whole lot of me building it, so I built a tree house. I started with one of those big oak trees that grows with the side sprouts and kind of expanded on that. And then I wanted to put something on that looked like, it's like this crazy addition that's got jutted onto the side. So we walk in here, we got our little spot, got a little, little nightstand, got a little, chest of storage, got our little bed. I believe I set this up right. This actually works because I have enough head space. So when I sleep in that, it works. Got a little back deck with the little patio out back with the table for our drinks. Unfortunately, I tried to put something on there that looks like a drink cup and it didn't work. But we got it already. And then we got the crazy add-on, the mad scientist, with his obsidian roof and all these crazy pots of everything that he's testing out. And of course the cow farm is the same. It's a little overpopulated, so for some reason, I think it's when I log in and log out, the cows seem to get out of the fence. And I'll find them throughout the world, or they're spawning out there. I don't know. I just kill them off. And then we got the chicken farm. Everybody does like the craziest chicken farms. It's horrible because these chicken make all these noises and then they have the water splashing along with the chicken noises, but it works. So I got my little viewing window, got some little access down here where you can just walk down here, you can pick up the eggs, you can throw the eggs from here, you can also kill chickens from here and the drops come right down, the water pushes them right in your lap. And I put this chest here just to store all my junk, except for the fact that right here, where the sign is where the water stream ends, and this chest is right next to it, because when the redstone update gets released publicly, as opposed to the stuff that's in the snapshot, there's a hopper going right there. And it's going to feed all my eggs right into the chest. And I climbed up and did something with the gravel. Basically, you start with a torch, and then you place gravel on top, and then when you jump off, all you have to do is break that block. And then it all comes crumbling down. And where's my frickin' flint at? Really? All that, no flint. Made some renovations down here. It was looking a little bland. So it's really easy to take your cobblestone and throw it in the furnace, and you get regular stone, or smooth stone as it's known. And you take the stone and you put it into a little square shape. And I put 64 stone in, and I get 64 stone bricks out. So it's a 1-for-1 exchange. It's really just a matter of using a little bit of coal to cook up your cobblestone. And then you take the stone brick, you can make stairs and half slabs and all that. And so we fancied up a little bit of it. And you can see this part looks natural, and this part we kind of set up. So I got the stairs going down, not all the way down, just down to the beginning. And then I put some upside down stairs here to make that look good. And I still haven't figured out what I want to do with the floor. I go in here and I cleaned this wall out and I moved it over here. So this is like I mentioned my storage in one of the previous episodes. The way I like to do it, I like to have basically just row chests, and then in the middle you can stick, because the chests don't sit right side by side until we get the trap chests in the redstone update. So you have to have a space between this row of chests and the next row of chests, and so usually I throw furnaces and crafting tables and stuff in there. And then up top we got our junk, like our extra stone and dirt and stuff like that. And I got some kind of useful blocks in here. And then brick. I wonder what brick would look like in the floor. Oop, not two, just one. Brick floor. I don't know. Maybe. Bookshelf. So obviously there's a lot of cows out there. So I've been working on the bookshelves, and we need one more to give us enough to get to level 30. I believe we're sitting at, level 28. So one more bookshelf, and we'll get to one thing I get from the chickens is the eggs. And as we saw in a previous episode, I was going to make some pumpkin pie. I couldn't make the pumpkin pie because I realized I didn't have any eggs. And this is again the shapeless crafting, where you can put these in any order in the crafting window as long as you have them. And I got pumpkins and sugar and eggs, and then we get pumpkin pie. So nom nom nom, pumpkin pie. Alright, no more pork chops. I also got some steak from all the cows, so we can eat some steak instead of the pork. So we got a variety of food there. And then the other thing we get is we get feathers from the chickens. So, and I was trying to get some more flint, as you saw with the gravel outside. Flint would be in the goodies chest. Oh look, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We're gonna have some arrows. Might actually be able to kill a ghast. There we go, 56 arrows. Oh, and I have 16 levels. Where's that punch bow? 16 levels should give me enough to take my power bow and combine it with my punch bow. Oh, and I need one more level, power and punch. But that's what we'll be doing when we get that other level. Shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, a lot of the stuff I did while we were not on camera. I realize a lot of it's boring. I mean, me going through and replacing all this flooring, this is pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to this design. It's just these stairs got replaced from cobble to stone brick, and the stairs go upside down. And then the walls, you replace them all. The top up here, these are upside down stairs above the chests, so they still open. And then I filled in the block behind the anvil, as you can see behind the anvil. This is still cobble because I plan on putting a bookshelf there. And it's a pretty basic setup, so didn't really feel the need to walk everybody through how that all works. Besides, my house editing was kind of failing making the house, so who knows if I would have done any better at that. Alright, so books. I need paper. 3 pieces of paper, or 9. And again, this is also shapeless crafting, so I can make books using this stuff can go anywhere in the crafting window, and I got 3 books. And then we just cover the 3 books with logs or planks, and we got a bookshelf. I'm sure you guys already know how to make a bookshelf. I'm doing it anyway. And then, bam. And that should give us level 30 enchants. Alright, so we are now at the max level of enchants. Used to be level 50, but now it's level 30, and that's here's one more thing that I have to show you. I have a mushroom farm, which there was a brief clip of it in the previous episode, but that's one of the clips that I was too video editing failed to upload, so it's not part of the previous episode, but it is something we did. Grab some mushrooms to stick in little pots up there. So mushrooms, the way I like to do it is a multi-tiered setup, and you basically take the top tier and you put one of each colored mushroom, because as they grow, like there's a cap on how many mushrooms can grow within a given area on a given level, but that cap is separate for the red and the brown mushrooms. So if you grow, if you cap out brown mushrooms, red ones will still grow, and vice versa. And then if you have multiple layers, they're allowed to grow down, and then these ones up here don't interfere with the cap for the ones on this level. And then what I do is I basically recess my lighting, so they seem to grow better in lower lighting, so I just take a torch and stick it up in the ceiling high enough, a few blocks up. You know, I got a little bit of the gap there, so that the lighting's lower down here, but it's not so low that I got mobs spawning in my little cave here, because then they just walk upstairs and pick on me when I don't want them to. I think I mentioned before in one of the previous episodes, but we'll definitely get to some more of these automated inventions and ideas when the Redstone update is a release. Until then, a little hesitant to do anything that's in the snapshot because I'm not sure how long it will actually stay and what will stay and what won't stay. You know, I almost forgot about the other thing that we can make. You know what, let's just stick that whole thing in there. And I need some of this stuff. We need to get us milk, because milk does body good. And we got our chicken eggs. How does this work? Milk on top. Is it? Oh, you know what I need first? No, I'll just turn all those into sugar on the side and an egg in the middle. Is that how that works? Hey, that is how it works. Alright. So now we can also make cake, because we got cows, we got wheat, we got sugar, and we got a couple mobs. So we got 18. Let's do this bow combination thing. Power 2 plus punch 1 equals a power 2 punch 1 bow. That is fully restored. So I'm just on the other side of the swamp. These are actually the pumpkins that we found a few episodes back. And here's red mushrooms. I looked all over for those things earlier. I have some now, but you know what? Let's grab a couple more. Sad.
So we're not quite fully exploring yet. I managed to eat all my pumpkin pie. It goes pretty fast, so now we're eating some steak. As you can see, there's a cave down here in the swamp, and this is the border of the swamp and extreme hills. There may have been a brief clip in the previous episode, and one of the things I noticed when I was editing my videos for the brief clip, oh, hey, it opens up over here too, is that there was a little section that kind of looked X-ray when it didn't load, and it went underground, and this isn't it, and I have no torches. Yeah, lighting glitch. I'm just going to do this real quick so I can get some torches. Alright, that ought to be enough. Torch fail. Right. So yeah, there's some caves in here to... Oh, look! Surprise, it's a cave to nowhere. Another cave to nowhere? This looks like it might actually go to nowhere. I did a whole bunch of caving, and I, again, messed up the video. Surprise. And one of the things that we found was that... Is there more cave there? I discovered, when I was looking over the videos, that there was a little patch over here that looked very square. And I think I found it. So we go down here, and this is not safe at all. There were some mobs that tried to attack me last time I came down this ladder. And there's some ore still there, but this is a dungeon. And I was really hoping to have some video where I went through and got this, but I managed to epically fail that. This is just a zombie dungeon. So that is a zombie spawner, and that will be useful because we can get carrots and potatoes and are rare drops from zombies. Unfortunately, to get the carrots and potatoes, you have to actually kill the zombies. So if I set up just a death trap where they instantly die, no carrots and no potatoes. And I believe over there is where the other one is. You're not going to blow up my... Not going to blow up my little tunnel. I'm going to kill you because I got my diamond sword and I figured out how creepers work. I mean, I already knew, but... So I just set up a crafting bench down here, I believe, and I don't know how that got there. So I just set up a crafting bench and then threw some stuff together. This is another one that, you know, I heard a bunch of stuff in here and it came down from the top. You can see this one was there. And I grabbed some stuff. And so we'll grab the rest of the stuff out of this, take it, and this is a skeleton spawner. So one of the cool things about skeleton spawner is it will give me arrows. Yeah, what I'd really like to find out is how actually close these caves are to each other. These two spawners. So let's head over to the other one. Yeah, so you can see the crafting bench that I made, so I can make some ladders, so I can just dig a vertical shaft out. So let's check this one out. And we'll pause while I get these
So looking at the map, these two spawners are not quite close enough where I can get like set them up like a double spawner. But we will be able to do something with them, I hope. Maybe what I'll do is just make like a big hall, and then have them so that they're all that iron. Basically, I'll set up like a hall, like an access hall between the two, at a level that's kind of in the middle of the two, and then have like a zone where I know that if I walk this close, I'm looking at, I'll get one to spawn. If I walk that close, I'll get the other one to spawn. Alright, some cave stuff. You're not going to explode, are you? Do I have enough knockback to make it not explode? And I have some jumping skills, so yeah. This is kind of a cool cave. We might have to do, this is pretty big. There's a lot of cave that I already went through and torched up and didn't grab a lot of minerals from. But yeah, this goes down to, oh look. It's cave to nowhere. Are you surprised? I am no longer surprised. Genius. I'm gonna let that skeleton keep shooting. It sure looks funny doing that. There we go. So one of the things I didn't mention is in the skeleton dungeon, when I disabled it. Is he still going to try to shoot at me? Come on. When I disabled the skeleton dungeon, there was a creeper in there. And luckily, I did come in from the top. So I was able to get good advantage of him. And the creeper was killed by the skeleton, and he did drop a record. So we'll get a record and we'll look at that in a little bit. Sometimes the skeletons are Deadeye Jones, and sometimes they can't hit the broadside of a barn. Here, Ender Idiot too. Whoa, what else is here? Do I get anything special if a skeleton kills a Enderman? Okay, buddy. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Come here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, it's cheaty. We're gonna get an iron pick to burn through. Oh, let's just do that. Oh, Silk Touch! Holy cow! Fortune and Silk Touch. Lucky me! And I'm back really quick. I just wanted to show everybody the mob spawner trap that I set up. This is definitely, it's not my design, so this is the mob spawner. This is the one, the zombie one on this end. So there's a couple things I do with when you do the mob spawner thing, and most of these are not my original ideas. I just kind of combine them in a unique way. So this is a good thing that this goes all the way back to my staircase, but what I really want to know is, let's see, I need to know where the line is that this guy stops. Shut off back there?
So right here is pretty much the line. So I'm going to replace this with dirt block. Stop spinning right. Start spinning right about there. Okay, we'll mark that with the block, and this trap I haven't finished digging out all the way. But like I said, I think I'm going to turn this one on temporarily, and I've basically done the same thing here. So this is what I do with the lighting design, is the mob spawner, the wall for the mob spawner is straight across this way. So mob spawner straight out's this way, and then I go over one block. You can go left or right and put the light source there, and then the same thing. So what I have here is a dirt block with a torch on it for now. This will be my temporary light source. So to kill these lights, I can come around from the outside, and I can find the dirt blocks and knock them out, and then the torch will fall down, and then the thing will go dark. And I can do that from the outside without having to worry about the mob spawning on me while I do it from the inside. And then later on, when we get to the nether, I will replace these with glowstone lamps, and then set up some redstone and put them on a master switch. I'll probably have a control panel in the little room in there, and then we'll just be able to flip the whole thing on and off from that room. In the meantime, I'm going to finish digging out some of this, and we'll be back. This isn't the soapbox. Crafting table is the soapbox. Okay guys, we're back, and as you saw, we had both spawners. They're actually both working over there. They're kind of way off in the swamp behind the house there. And you can see the house that I built on the stilts. But both spawners are working. Right now they're set up where there's a spot where they get carried by water, where I'm close enough to still activate the spawners, and then I can kill them with swords. The two separate spots are not close enough to be active at the same time. I can just set up some like stone swords to kill them. At some point I'll set up drop towers where they have one heart left, but I kind of ran out of steam digging two spawners out, so I didn't really wasn't really up to doing that right now, but I'll do that eventually. And then the other thing I plan on doing is to put another portal over there at the spawners. It's close enough that I can walk, but it's far enough away that it'd be helpful to have another portal path to it. And then that will give me a chance to work on the nether portal that I have over here and the nether portal over there also, and basically link those up. And what I'd like to do is basically record like a brief intro on what I plan to do with the portals, and then I'll include the brief intro in the Let's Play, and then also include it in a separate tutorial video for syncing portals. And that way, if you're watching the Let's Play and you don't really care about how all this technical stuff works, you don't have to watch that tutorial video, but you'll still have enough information in the Let's Play from the intro to know why suddenly the two portals magically appeared and they both work awesome and never go to the wrong one. But that's something I also plan to do. And then the other thing too is just something I tried out is the Windows Movie Maker. Previously I was using Virtual Dub, so I'm trying Windows Movie Maker out. I actually have everything but this clip in Windows Movie Maker now, and then I'll add this as soon as I get done recording it. Thank you everybody who's been watching my videos and following along, and I hope you find this enjoyable and different enough from how everybody else does things that there's some useful information and it's entertaining. And I hope you guys like it enough to actually subscribe to my channel, put some likes up on the video, maybe send some comments, tell me what you think of this goofy house that I built, or the fact that I'm living in a field with a bunch of torches in it and I call that my home.